Good morning. How are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing on this very dark, rainy, thundery Friday morning. But we're not going to let the weather stop us working on our balance and strength, which is the 5 moves in 5 minutes I'm going to show you today from our balance and strength class, which will be happening in about 10 minutes because I'm running a bit behind. So, as always, if you're going to join in, please make sure you are feeling fit and well and you're only going to do the movements that are suitable for you. You have a clear, safe space, and as balance is involved, if you need any additional support, whether it's the back of a chair or a counter to hold on to, have it close to hand. Feel comfortable with what we're doing. So before we begin, we're going to do a couple of the moves that we do every week because these are great for us to see our progress, how we can develop that particular movement and be comfortable with it, and then add more to it as we go on. So the first 2 moves we're going to show you, we're going to do our tiptoe bend lower, feet hip width apart, and then we're going to do heel to toe walk, and then we'll move on to 3 other additional moves. So we're going to work for 45 seconds, 55 seconds at rest, 15 seconds rest. Now we can do this all body weight, or we can hold a weight as well. So I'm going to hold a weight to show you 2. Get the time up going. So my feet are hip width apart. I'm going to hold a weight close to my chest. I'm going to gently come up onto my tiptoes, then gently bend at the hips or push through the hips, bend the knees, lower down. So I'm tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. So this is targeting, certainly balance, all our joints, toes, ankles, knees, hips. So we're getting them moving. Working again the muscles in between all the joints, adding that little bit of extra weight. I'm having to push up that extra weight as well. Also, my arms aren't able to help with my balance, so it's challenging that a little bit more. But if that didn't feel right, again, don't use a weight or have something either side. Maybe you feel a bit better with that. So we've done the feet hip width apart bit. Let's do the walking along the curb or a tightrope. So I'm going to literally be having my feet one in front of the other, heel to toe. I'm feeling my toe against my heel against my toe. I'm feeling the floor. So I'm doing this barefoot because I tend to do that at home, work out barefoot, feels comfortable. I can then feel the connection with the floor that little bit more. I can gently splay my toes out a little bit to help with that balance. And then I can walk backwards. Now, if you're not comfortable walking backwards, turn around and just keep walking forwards. But I've got a focal point looking at you. Good morning. Which again is helping my balance. But if you are comfortable with this, you could then also be looking left to right. Because when we walk out and about on the road, wherever, we're always looking left and right, up, down, what's going on. Lovely. And pause. So, next move. We're going to do a single leg hold. I'm going to do a halo and that under and over my leg. With the weight, but we could also use it with a ball or again just body weight. So my right leg is going to be elevated. We'll start off with the halo. So I'm drawing my halo with my weight. I'm then going to pass the weight under my leg and back over. And then go back into my halo. So this actually does feel very challenging. If that was too much, we could just pop the elevated leg on the floor. We could still do the halo. We could lift the leg up and then put it back down again. So we're still challenging our balance, just slightly differently. So always, again, make sure you are comfortable with what we're doing. Adjust it. If we didn't want to do one part of this movement, you don't have to do one part of that movement. And rest. Next move. We're going to do a bit of spiraling. So I'm going to use a squishy ball for this, just something to hold. But again, you could interlace your fingers. You're going to end up doing a hinge and then rotating around and back up. So I'm holding the ball. My right leg taps back. I reach around to the left, the outside of my left thigh. As I come up, I can either keep my foot on the floor as I reach round and then come back down, or I can elevate that leg. So my right leg now reaches behind. I'm going to come up and go into that knee hike again whilst I'm rotating. So I'm moving the body in a different plane of motion. So again, my left foot, my left leg is having to adapt to the fact that I'm hinging down to my left and then I'm coming back up to my right. Lovely. And rest. From there, we'll just do a little bit of dynamic movement. We're going to jump forward, jump back, jump to the side, jump forward. So imagining you're having to jump over all the puddles that are going to be there today. So I'm going to jump with my right leg leading forward, jump back with my left. Ooh, jump to the side of my left. Jump forward with my right, back with my left, and then with my right. So I can do this fairly quickly. Or we don't want to jump, a stride forward, a stride back, a stride to the side, a stride forward. So again, we're moving, the hips are moving side to side, forward and back. We're aware of having to jump a little bit further. And again, that sort of quick reaction time, because sometimes our balance calls for us to act just like that. So if we can do the movements that incorporate that practice, then that'll stand us in good stead going forward. There we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes on our balance and strength. If you'd like more information, do let me know. I'd love to talk with you about your balance. How is it? Is it something you think about, something you need to work on? And if you do, you know where I am, so drop me a message below. Have a super day, great weekend, keep dry. Let's hope the sun comes out at some point. And I will see you next week for some more 5 moves in 5 minutes. So you take care and I'll see you then.